श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। यो नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुजयुग्मरुक्मव्यामोहतस्तदितराणि तृणाय मेने अस्मद्गुरोः भगवतोऽस्य दयैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण द्वैतवासना प्रमुच्यते बोधात्मकाय नमस्तस्मै भगवते श्रीरमणमहर्षये। हृदाकाशे सदा भान्तं शान्तम् आनन्दरूपिणं ज्ञानभाण्महं वन्दे सद्गुरुं श्रीसत्यसायिनं मम अन्तर्यामिनम्। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय श्रीगोविन्दाय नमो नमः। मातापिता युवतयस्तनया विभूतिः सर्वं यदेव नियमेन मदन्वयानाम् आद्यस्य नः कुलपतेर्वकुलाभिरामं श्रीमत्तदङ्घ्रियुगलं प्रणमामि मूर्ध्ना। अविदितविषयान्तरश्शठारेः उपनिषदामुपगानमात्रभोगः अपि च गुणवशात् तदेकशेषी मधुरकविहृदये ममाविरस्तु। வேறொன்றும் நான் அறியேன் வேதம் தமிழ் செய்தமாறன் ஷடகோபன் வன் குருகூரியரங்கள் வாழ்வாம் என்றே தும் மதுர கவியார் எம்மை ஆழ்வார் அவரே அரண். சர்வத்திர கோவிந்த நாம சங்கீர்த்தனம் கோவிந்த. கண்ணினுன் சிறுத்தாம்பினால் கட்டுண்ண பண்ணிய பெருமாயன் என் அப்பனில் நன்னி தென்குருகூர் நம்பி என்ற கால் அன்னிக்கும் அமுதூரும் என் நாவுக்கே. More than reciting the name of the Lord, chanting the name of the Guru is sweeter. Madina Madhurakavi Alvar starts off his Kanninun Chiruthambu Pasarams. In the morning, we spoke about the chanting of the Krishna Mantram. Jihve Shri Krishna Mantram Japatapasatatam Janma Safalya Mantram. Why is it that Kulashekara Alvar says chant Krishna Mantra, whereas Madhurakavi Alvar says chant the name of Nammalvar? Kulashekara Alvar ku Guru kadikela pavam enna pandrathu. Kulashekara Alvar did not find a Guru like Nammalvar. Madhurakavi was fortunate because if one can have the cake and eat it too. What does it mean to have the cake and eat it too? To have the Guru and get God. That's what it means. To get God, na God dane. If you have the Guru, then God is a given. God is a given. It is the Guru that needs to be quoted, as it were. Nalavar Chular Kandinun Shiritambhinal Katunna Panniya Perumayan and Appanil. Although Bhagavan is the one who should be worshipped, although Bhagavan is supposed to be the goal, Emakona Guru Reva Paragatihi. Like a Guru E Gati. Guru himself is the goal for us. To look upon the Guru as God, Devamiva Archayet. Abdina Devamiva Gurum Archayet, the Guru has to be worshipped as you would worship God. Considering him as God, you must worship him, you must serve him. Abdina Shastra tells us. It is the easiest and the direct path to attaining the highest truth. Nothing else is required. If on the other hand, we cannot submit ourselves to the Guru or naturally fall in love with the Guru, then we have got to go through the difficult path of attaining God. Once in Shirdi, the topic arises, and Kaka Dikshit is present there. And the question is asked. Somebody says, "Can I take permission to leave?" Baba says, "All right, you may go." That was a person was leaving, so this conversation happened. But those who were sitting there decided to build on that, enlarge on that conversation, and they said, how to go there? எத்தை தின்று எங்கே கிடக்கும், அத்தை தின்று அங்கே கிடக்கும் சொன்னோம் இல்லையா, அந்த மாதிரி how to go there, there அப்படின்னாலே அங்கே தானே, that goal, how to go there. Baba replied, there are many paths. One such path starts from here, from Shirdi also. There are many paths. See, Upaya Sahasram. One such path starts from here. But the further conversation goes on and he says, but the path is very difficult. It is filled with all kinds of dangers, pitfalls and potholes. Lions and tigers lurk along the path and it is dangerous. A comment is also added by Baba. Apakaka Dikshit says, but if one should have a guru, if one should have a guide, if one should be able to secure a guide, then Vadane Baba says, in that case, then the journey is very easy, it is very smooth. Nothing can give you any trouble afterwards. All one must be able to do is secure the guide, and securing the guide alone is not enough. One must obey the instructions of the guide. Follow what the guide says. Lena, what's the point? Guide actually turn left and he turn right. What can the guide do? A guide is one who provides guidance. And thereafter we have got to adopt that guidance, obey that guidance, follow that guidance. If we do not follow the guidance, then what is the point of guidance being given to us? After that we will still go and fall into the pitfall only, into the hole. He says turn right because left is not right, it is wrong. Turn right because left is wrong. But if you insist on turning left, you will be left behind. You have to go. And therefore one must not only secure the Guru, but one must also have enough intelligence to obey the Guru. Kashtappattu Guru kadachittu. Kadalile kudittu muttaduthe nade kainazhuva viduveno. Gadiyale giridhari karunaye purivayo, Swami used to say. Having jumped into the great ocean, I came up with a pearl. Now having obtained that pearl, will I let it slip through my hands? Enna pearl idu appadina? Payo ji maine नाम रतन धन पायो, पायो जी मैंने नाम रतन धन पायो. I went and jumped into and got a great dhan, a great ratan, a great gemstone called Nama, Bhagavan Nama. How did I get it? Vastu amolik diye mere Satguru, Vastu amolik diye mere Satguru, कृपा कर अपनायो, पायो जी मैंने राम रतन धन पायो. Vastu amolik, it is a very precious vastu. And how did I get it? Diye mere Sadguru gave it to me. Sadguru enna adayalam parungo. The name you may have already known. Rama, Krishna, Narayana, அப்படிங்கிற name you may have already known. ஏதோ ஸ்ரீரங்கம் அப்படிங்கிற place you may have already known. But when the Guru gives you that name, when the Guru tells you, chants that name, there is a life in that name. When the Guru takes you and points and says, look, there is the Lord, appo the Lord comes alive. That's very going to be a statue. That's the difference. That is the difference. When Alavandar is taken by his Guru, Manakal Nambi eduthu kootinu porar, he takes him to Srirangam and says, Barba, see. When he says see, appo அப்படியே ஆளவந்தார ஆட்கொண்ட வந்தார் இவர். ஆளவந்தாரையும் ஆளவந்தார் ஒருத்தர் படுத்துட்டு இருக்காரு இல்லையா. Then and there Alavandar falls in love with Ranganatha. அது how did that happen அப்படின்னா Guru is pointing out. அதே மாதிரி Dhanurdasa. When Dhanurdasa is taken by Ramanuja and says, look, அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது அதே ஸ்ரீரங்கம் தான், அதே ரங்கநாதன் தான் முன்னாடி பார்த்தது இல்லையா அண்ணா. He is living there இல்லையா. உறையூர்ல இருக்கக்கூடியவன் will he not have seen Ranganatha? He has seen Ranganatha before. But when Ramanuja shows Ranganatha to him, அப்பதான் he is seeing Ranganatha. Because the Guru does not see a statue there, the Guru sees his loving Lord there. He has a direct contact connection. When the Guru comes, the Mahapurusha, when he comes, Bhagavan gets up. அந்த டயத்தில் if we are around, we will also be able to see the real living reality that is shining forth in the form of whether it is a statue, whether it is a name, whether it is a song, எதுவாக இருந்தாலும் சரி அதில் தெரியும் நமக்கு. அதனால தான் வஸ்து அமோலிக்கு திய மேரே சத்குருன்னு சொன்னான். கிருபாக்கரு அப்புனாயம் என்ன சொன்ன, அவுட் ஆஃப் எக்ஸ்ட்ராடினரி கம்பேஷன் அப்புனாயா. அப்புனாயா அப்படின்னா ஹி மேட் மீ ஹிஸ் ஓன் அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். முஜே அப்னா பனாயா, அதுக்கு தான் அப்னாயான்னு அர்த்தம். ஹி மேட் மீ ஹிஸ் ஓன். யுவர் மைன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி விட்றாரு அவர். ரொம்ப ஈஸியாக சொல்லி விட்றாரு, யுவர் மைன். இப்போ யாரை பார்த்தாலும் யுவர் மைன் யுவர் மைன் யுவர் மைன் இல்லையா. ஏன் அவர் யாரு, ஹூ இஸ் டிஃபரெண்ட் டு ஹிம், ஹூ இஸ் அ ஸ்ட்ரேஞ்சர் டு ஹிம், ஆஸ் லாங் அஸ் யூ ஆர் வில்லிங் டு பி மைன் யுவர் மைன். அதான் குருனுடைய ஒரு நேச்சர். அதனால when you consider this extraordinary compassion of the Guru, Madhurakavi Alvar says, even sweeter than the name of the Lord is the name of my master. Swami Ramalvar, Nanni Tengurugur Nambi, Nambi அப்படிங்கிற வார்த்தைக்கு பூர்ணன்னு அர்த்தம். That is why generally in Ramanuja Vaibhavam சொல்லும்போது திருக்கச்சி நம்பி, காஞ்சி பூர்ணா, திருமலை பெரிய திருமலை நம்பி, ஷைலபூர்ணா, பெரிய நம்பி, மகாபூர்ணா. வி ஆல்வேஸ் திருக்கோஷ்டியூர் நம்பி, கோஷ்டி பூர்ணா. நம்பி அப்படின்னா பூர்ணான்னு அர்த்தம். அப்படின்னா ஒன் ஹூ இஸ் பூர்ண ஞானி, அவனுக்கு நம்பி அப்படின்னு பேர். தமிழ் வார்த்தை, தமிழ் வேர்ட் நம்பி மீன்ஸ் ஞானி. திருக்குருகூர் நம்பி அப்படின்னா த ஞானி ஆஃப் திருக்குருகூர் அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். நன்னி தென் குருகூர் நம்பி என்ற கால் அன்னிக்கும் அமுதூரும் என்னாவுக்கே an extraordinary அமிர்தா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கலி அப்படியே இட் இஸ் க்ஷரந்தி மதுக்ஷரந்தீவ, மதுக்ஷரந்தீவ சதாம் ஃபலானி அப்படின்னு நீ கார்த்தால வீசா. அது இட் இஸ் லைக் தி ஹனி டிசெண்டிங் இன் டு த டங் வென் வி சாண்ட் த நேம் ஆர் தி க்ளோரி ஆஃப் திஸ் மாஸ்டர் அப்படின்னு மதுரகவி ஆழ்வார் இஸ் எக்ஸ்பிரஸிங் ஹிஸ் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ். நாவினால் நவிற்று இன்பமெய்தினேன், மேவினேன் அவன் பொன்னடிமைமையே, தேவுமற்றறியேன் குருகூர் நம்பி பாவினின் இசை பாடி திரிவனே. நாவினால் நவிற்று இன்பம் எய்தினேன். ஐ அட்டெயின்டு இன்பம், இன்பம்னா ஜாய். ஹவு டிட் ஐ அட்டைன் ஜாய் அப்படின்னா நாவினால் நவிற்று, ஐ பிரைஸ்டு ஹிம். wherever I went I praised him and by praising him I found joy அப்படிங்கிறார். நாவினால் நவிற்று இன்பம் எய்தினேன், மேவினேன் அவன் பொன்னடி மெய்மையே. அண்ட் மேவினேன், I have attained what அப்படின்னா அவன் பொன்னடி மெய்மை. I wanted only this much, I attained the reality of his lotus feet. I attained the boon of reaching his lotus feet. கடச்சுட்டாரே எனக்கு, அதுக்கு மேலே I do not have anything else to attain. ஏன்னா I have attained my Guru. I have attained my Guru and having become adopted by him as his own, I have attained everything that I have to attain. மேவினேன் அவன் பொன்னடி மெய்மையே அப்படிங்க. மெய்மை அப்படின்னா மெய், மெய்னா ட்ரூத். What is it that we are trying to attain? The truth. We are searching for the truth. The quest is for the truth. We are attaining the truth now. After having come to the Guru and somebody says I am searching for the truth அப்படின்னா he is not going to find it at all ever. ஏன்னா truth is standing in front of him. Truth is standing in front of him. In spite of that, if he says I am searching for the truth அப்படின்னா பஷ்சன்னபின பஷ்சதி மூடஹா அப்படின்னு. Even though the truth is standing, he is not able to see. மதுரகவி ஆழ்வார் சொல்றார், நான் தான் கிடைச்சுடுத்தேன், எனக்கு தான் ட்ரூத் கிடைச்சுடுத்தேன். What is the truth? அவன் பொன்னடி மெய்மையே. What is my truth? His lotus feet are my truth. That is the reality that I have been searching for. And I have found that in that itself all reality has been found for me. அதனால how can you say that? Is not Bhagavan Shriman Narayana there? அப்படின்னு கேட்டா தேவு மற்ற அறியேன். தேவு மற்ற அறியேன். தேவுன்னா தெய்வம், God. மற்ற another அறியேன், I do not know. தேவு மற்ற அறியேன், I do not know any other God other than குருகூர் நம்பி. நம்மழ்வார் இருக்கார் இல்லையோ, my Guru, he is the only God that I know. He is the only God I need to know. He is the only God I need to know. இதுக்கு மேலே why should I go and attain another God? இது போருமே எனக்கு. He is the only God I need to know. தேவமற்றறியேன் குருகூர் நம்பி, அதனால what will I do? நான் பாவின் இன்னிசை பாடி திரிவனே. Therefore I will sing his songs. I will sing his song. இவர் மாத்திரம் why are you singing your song here? அப்படின்னா இது outpouring of gratitude ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாது. It cannot be stopped. It is an outpouring of gratitude for having taken me under your shelter, under your fold, for having considered me also as your own, for having bestowed upon me your grace, for having taught me the truth, for having revealed yourself as the truth to me. I have got to say thanks. I cannot stay without saying thanks. And the gratitude is something that forces itself out of us when we encounter or when we contemplate on the grace that the Guru is showering upon us. Adanala automatically the song comes out. Adha thavirtha I am not going. That doesn't mean I am going to sing my song. I have composed it. I will forget about it. I will only sing his songs. Adanala தேவமற்றறியேன் குருகூர் நம்பி பாவினின் இசை பாடி திரிவனே. Therefore I shall wander around. திரிவனே அப்படின்னா I will wander around. ஒரு இடத்துல உட்காந்துக்க போகிறது. I'm not going to sit still in one place. எதுக்கு? Why should I sit still in one place? Those who don't have a guru, let them sit in one place because that is the only way they will get the truth. For me அப்படின்னா wherever I go, once I have come under the umbrella of my guru, the entire universe, wherever I go, I am under his umbrella only. Therefore, I will thirivane, I will wander around. And wandering around, what will I do? Abdina Kurgur nambi pavin innisai paadi thirivane. How shall I wander around? I shall go around singing the sweet songs, innisai, the sweet songs, the sweet music of Kurgur nambi pa. Pa abdina paattu, song, poem. I shall sing the sweet hymns, the sweet strains of my Guru's songs everywhere. I'll go around spreading that everywhere. ஏன் நாவினால் நவிற்று இன்பமெய்தினேன். Because when I sing that, I find joy, I find delight, I find inbam in singing about him, singing his songs. Now about him enna? அவனை பற்றி ஒன்றும் பேசணும்னு அவசியம் இல்லை. You need not speak about the Guru because what is the Guru? The teaching is the Guru. Teaching itself is the Guru. So when you speak about the teaching, you are automatically speaking about the Guru. அதான் பாவின் இன்னிசை அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறார். பாவின் இன்னிசை அப்படின்னா பா அப்படின்னா பிகாஸ் சுவாமி நம்மாழ்வார் wrote பாசுரம்ஸ் இல்லையா, several songs. அதனால பா. Otherwise the teachings தான். What do these songs of Nammalvar contain? They contain the essence of bhakti, the essence of Krishna Trishna Saram. It contains the essence of Prema Rasa. It contains the essence of all of his teachings that he is showing us how we should live our lives. Other I shall go and sing it, and by singing it, what will happen? I will remember it myself. I will recollect it for myself. Again and again when I quote him, what am I doing? When we quote Swami, when we quote our Guru, what are we doing? We are reminding ourselves of what he has said, his teachings. And when you quote, you automatically are transported to that place, that time when you were with him, when he told you that truth. Appa our enjoyment, our pleasure of our communion happens then and there. And you are praising him, raising him up in front of everybody by saying, my Guru said this. இப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது எல்லாம் all kinds of ஆனந்தா comes flooding into usங்கிறதுனால சொல்கிறேன் நாவினால் நவிற்று இன்பம் எய்தினேன். This is the kainkariam, this is the seva that I am doing. அப்படின்னு different kinds of services are rendered. What is the real service that can be rendered to the Guru? Physical service is something that anybody can do. Physical service anybody can do. Even a paid servant can do that. Isn't it? A paid servant can do it. If you fetch something and give him, even a servant can do that. If you press his feet or something, even a person who does massages can do that. You wash his clothes, even a dhobi can do that. Any of those physical services that are rendered to the Guru, anybody else can do. There is one thing that nobody else can do. Only the disciple can do. Following his teachings. Who else can do that? Following the teachings of the Guru, living the teachings in our life is something only the disciple can do. It is not, a paid servant cannot do that. But that is the real service that we can render to the Acharya Purusha. The real service that we can do is to embody those teachings, live those teachings in such a way that looking at us, they should be able to say, what an extraordinary person you are. Why are you so different from the others? You are behaving in this manner, who is your guru? I remember a few years ago when an Ayurvedic physician asked me when he came to know that that my Swami is my guru. He said, unfortunately I have a very poor opinion of him. Why do you say so? Because he has a cousin who is very devoted to Swami, it seems. And his behavior is atrocious. Seeing his behavior, he said, if this fellow has a guru like that, then guru must be bad. I concluded. Naturally they will say that. But guru must have taught him all these things. They will think. What kind of a bhakta is he? What kind of a disciple is he who can bring, by his behavior, brings bad name to the guru? Can be misunderstood is a different story. Anna, you have to be so much more cautious. Swami used to tell us as students, when we used to run and come for darshan, Swami used to say, you come because of your bhakti, but where is discipline? Swami would say, when you all come running like this, everybody will say, Swami's boys are coming like this. They will not know your individual names. They will only say, Swami students are coming like this. So in the end, it is only my name that is getting beaten up there. Not your names. Nobody knows you. So-and-so is doing it, so-and-so is doing it. See Swami student, how he is behaving. Whose name is getting hit in that? Therefore, you have got to be very careful how you behave. Swami used to tell us. You have to be very careful how you behave because you are representing me and you are a reflection of me. Therefore, if you behave in an objectionable manner, then it is only going to be said that his students are behaving in this manner. I found great delight, great joy in practicing the teachings of my master, by singing his glories, by singing the songs that he has composed for all the worlds, by spreading that message to everybody. And Swami Nammalvar had incarnated himself with a purpose of instilling bhakti in the hearts of all beings. The way the divine had ordained it was, he did not move from his place where he was in the hollow of the tamarind tree, and he did not move from there. Even the gods themselves actually came and gave darshan to him and got their songs sung by him and went back. Forget devotees coming. Gods themselves came to Nammalvar. And he did not stir from his place. Generally what would happen is, all the Alvars would go to the various temples, standing there looking at the Lord of that temple. They will sing a pasuram or two about that particular Lord, and they all got collected into this compendium of verses. Swami Nammalvar did not go anywhere, but he has sung about so many different Divyakshetras. How did that happen? Without going there, they came, presented themselves, say, salute sir, salute Adichu, sing a song or two about me. They got the song and went, Apayar Pada Nammalvar he is. But gods got it. What about the devotees? What about the people? The deities, the lords in the temples came and got their songs sung. But the people, this has to reach everybody. Adanala, what did Madhurakavi Alvar do? He took the songs of Swami Nammalvar and he says, I will go around spreading this message across this world so that everybody may benefit in the same way that I have benefited. Otherwise, why else does the Guru's teachings have to be spread, disseminated everywhere? Disseminated na prachara mulama alla, achara mulama. Not through prachara, but through achara. Achara na practice, prachara na preaching. The English word preaching comes from the Sanskritam word prachara. See, P-R, ch, C-H, C-H. Prachara, preaching. Achara, action. Acharana, action. Putting it into practice. One implements it in one's own life. How should the teachings be? Through our action. Namma eppadi irukkanum? How should we live our lives? We should live our lives in such a way that our lives themselves are a testimony to the teachings of the Guru. அப்படி இருந்தால் தான் we are actually repaying the debt that we owe him. Otherwise we are culprits. We are cheats. We are receiving grace. Ana we are not able to repay the debt of gratitude that we owe because we are not living our lives in that manner. We are taking but not giving. Thieves I know. Inti donga. Inti donga. Telugulo chulva. Veetliye irundhu kadavada kudiyavana artham. Inti donga na the fellow who stays in the house and steals. Veetu thirida. Inti donga. We should not become inti dongas. In what manner? Only by practicing the teachings. What is he saying? What does the Guru say? What are the teachings of the Guru? Either find out who you are, remain as you are, illa surrender to Bhagavan. What other teaching is there? What other teaching can be explained or said to anybody? Apart from these two things, all the other things are chuma chuma. Stand up, sit down, get up in the morning, go to bed in the night. Chuma chuma. Anyway you will do it. Teaching. Anybody, you can read it from a textbook also. What is the teaching, real teaching? He is going to teach you to surrender to the Lord. Sharanagati dane teaching. Atma vicharan dane teaching. Otherwise everything else is only a preliminary, preparatory things. Prep da machadalla. So navavinal navitru inbameidinen mevinen avan ponnadi meimaye. One, I found delight by singing his glories. Two, I found the reality in his lotus feet themselves. Mevinen avan ponnadi maimaye. I considered him, his feet themselves, as the ultimate reality for me. I do not seek or want any other reality more than that. If that should be our bhava, then it will automatically force that divinity that is present inside the Guru to manifest itself and give everything that needs to be given. Idan truth. And then chollar tevu matrariyen. I do not know any other God. I do not know any other God. I do not need to know any other God. Tevu matrariyen kurugur nambi pavin innishai paadithirivane. I do not know any other divinity. I do not know any other God. கொஞ்சம் முன்னாடி சொன்னியே கண்ணினும் சிறுத்தாம்பினால் கட்டுண்ண பண்ணிய பெருமாயன் என் அப்பன் அப்படின்னு அவன் தெரியாதோ அப்படின்னா. Don't you know that Krishna who was tied up by Yashodamma, you just spoke about him, now you are saying I do not know any of them. I know Krishna, but as a God I only know Nammalvar அப்படின்னு. தேவு மற்றறியன் தானே, கிருஷ்ணன் அறியேன்னு சொல்லலையே நான், தேவு மற்றறியன். I do not know any other God. முருகனார் சுவாமி ரமண பகவான்ஸ் டிசைபிள் அவர் ஒரு இடத்துல சொல்றார், பிற தெய்வம் தொழா தெய்வ கற்பு அப்படின்னு. பிற தெய்வம் தொழா தெய்வ கற்பு. கற்பு அப்படின்னா சாஸ்டிட்டி. A woman is married to a husband அப்படின்னா she is chaste to that husband, loyal and faithful to that husband அப்படிங்கிறது சாஸ்டிட்டி, கற்பு. இவர் சொல்றார் பிற தெய்வம் தொழா தெய்வ கற்பு. I have got a divine chastity. I will not worship any other God other than my Ramana Bhagavan அப்படின்னு ஒரு chastity. I will not worship anybody. If at all I worship them அப்படின்னா because my Bhagavan is worshipping them, maybe I will in front of my Bhagavan I will also do like this. அப்பதான் he will be happy. ஆனா my reality is only this Bhagavan. அதனால I am not going to worship. எனக்கு ஒரு தெய்வம் தான். I have only one God. Who is that God அப்படின்னா my Guru is my God. Guru alone is God. If you are lucky enough, God himself will become Guru. God is Guru, Guru is God. வித்தியாசம் கிடையாதுப்பா. Realistically speaking, whether the Guru is God or God is the Guru, ultimately there is no difference between the two, because if you see the difference, then there is a problem. See, if God becomes my Guru, it is easy, I can see him as God. Ordinary Guru, how will I see him as God? Everything is gone. Whatever human form it is the Guru, and that Guru has to be treated as God now. For a long time, and I have told you this, I have shared this before, for a long time I saw Swami only as God. One day he told me, I am your Guru. See me as the Guru. And the day he asserted himself as my Guru and he made me see himself as the Guru, then and there the truth was revealed. Until then the truth was not revealed. The truth was revealed only when I looked upon him as Guru. Or mystery. Although from ever since I knew when I was a small child about this age, when I went to Swami, and Swami was absolutely the highest supreme truth itself. Sakshat Shivan Narayana. A deep-seated conviction arose in my heart as an 11-year-old when I saw Swami. And nobody had to tell me that, nobody told me this. This was automatically between him and me, that it arose. But from then, that moment onwards, I saw him as the Lord. Guru Purnima was not so important to me as much as Krishnashtami was or Shivaratri was. Sakshat Daivam, Guru. And that was all right. That was Ananda, that was everything. But the day when I saw him as the Guru was the day when truth was revealed. And the reality was revealed. Adukapura no Maya after that. What is necessary? The Guru Tattvam is necessary. Even though Bhagavad Tattva vida Guru Tattvam is necessary. This is the great secret that is there. Even if you see him as God, it is not enough. You have got to see him as the Guru. Only then when Guru Tattva gets involved, only will the truth be revealed. Because God, like I told you, has been existing since eternity, has always been with you, and he has not done even a little bit to remove the Maya veil that is there in front of you. It is only the Guru who can do it. Whether you see God as the Guru or Guru as God doesn't matter, but that Guru has to get involved in the situation. If the Guru is not there in the equation, truth is not revealed. Joy you will have. Bliss you might have. Truth you will not have. Adanale Tevu Matrari, and I do not need to know any other God. My Guru himself is the God. When I know he is God, then all the other gods are part and parcel of him. Adanale Pavin Innisai Paditirivane, I will go singing his glories everywhere. திரிதந்தாகிலும் தேவபிரானுடை கரிய கோல திருவுரு காண்பண்ணான் திரிதந்தாகிலும். And even when I am wandering about like this, தேவபிரானுடை, the Devapiran, that Supreme Lord, கரியகோல திருவுரு காண்பண்ணான், I will certainly see, I am seeing the dark form of the Lord along with Mahalakshmi. Tiruvuru. Tiru abdina Shri Mahalakshmi. Tiruvuru abdina the form of the Lord along with the Devi Tayar in his Vakshasthalam. That divine vision of the Lord I am seeing. Tevu Matrariyen சொன்னார். ஆனா தேவபிரானுடைய கரியகோல திருவுரு காண்பன் நான் அப்படின்னு. I don't need to know any God. But when I consider my Guru as the Supreme, then the Lord has no option but to come and reveal himself to me. It's another secret. When I quote him, he will run away from me. Nammalvarku eduthu. Paapamana eduthu Nammalvarku. Swami Nammalvar, Madhuragavi Alvar is happily singing திரிதந்தாகிலும் தேவபிரானுடைய கரியகோல திரு உரு காண்பன் நான். I will see the Lord. I am seeing the Lord. I don't have any problem. I am seeing him all the time. Nammalvar says, Ayyo, when will I see you? You seem to come and then seem to disappear. Vandai bol varayo, varadal boy vandayon. You seem to come and then you disappear. You are coming and disappearing. You are coming and disappearing. Abdina Nammalvar is crying his eyes out. Nammalvar is crying his eyes out, thinking, Bhagavan, when will you come? When will you come? Where will you go? Madhuragavi Alvar is saying, I am seeing the Lord in front of my eyes. See the difference? Who is lucky? Who is the luckier person? Tell me. Is it the Guru who is lucky or the disciple who is lucky? Because the Guru is searching for God, disciple is saying, I am seeing him in front of my eyes. In talks with Ramana Bhagavan in one place, it's a funny conversation. There is a man who says, in my opinion, Bhagavan has done so much tapasya that none of us have to do any more tapasya to find out who we are. Because he has read about Bhagavan's life, has heard about the life story of Bhagavan, how Bhagavan was in Pathalalingam, how he stayed for months together without even speaking anything. He became frightened. He said, if I have to live my life like this before I can see the truth, then my God, அப்படின்னு எடுத்து இருக்கு. So he wanted to find a way out. So he said, Bhagavan, in my opinion, Bhagavan has done enough tapasya for all of us. Bhagavan சிரிச்சு, அது எப்படி ஓய் அப்படிங்கிற. How is that possible? Without you doing, how are you going to get it? Bhagavan has done enough tapas அப்படின்னு. அந்த மாதிரி இங்கே நம்மாழ்வார் has done enough tapas, and as a result of it, what has happened அப்படின்னா, he has made the Lord manifest himself for him. இந்த கூட அடியாள் இவர் கூடவே தானே இருக்கார். இவர் wherever நம்மாழ்வார் is, this Madhurakavi Alvar is there. No? When all the gods one by one they are all coming and giving darshan, he is also seeing all of them. இவர் எங்கேயும் போற அழுது குளிச்சு வரவழைச்சது இவர். After crying buckets of tears, after finally melting the heart of the Lord, he made the Lord appear. Nammalvar made the Lord appear. Madhurakavi Alvar is happily sitting and watching. ஜாலியாக இவர் பார்க்குறாரு. ஏன் தான் குரு பக்தியினுடைய ஒரு பிரபாவம். That is the great power of Guru Bhakti. Again, Muruganar Swami was asked once, it seems, how many hours would you meditate sitting in Ramanashramam in front of Bhagavan? He said, meditation, dhyanama. ஒரு நிமிஷம் கண்ணை மூடுறதுக்கு அவகாசம் கொடுக்கல பகவான். Bhagavan did not give us the opportunity to close our eyes for a minute. He did not do any dhyana. எல்லாரும் கண்ணு மூண்டு உட்காந்துக்கிறது தான் ரமணாசிரமம்னு நினச்சிட்டு இருக்கா பாவம். திங்கிங் ரமணாசிரமம் டு க்ளோஸ் யுவர் ஐஸ் அண்ட் சிட். அது யாருக்குன்னா, for those who come and go, that is the way to be. For those who come and go, they have to sit, they have to close their eyes, they have to sit straight, they have to do sadhana, vedana, எல்லாம் பண்ணணும் பண்ணலாம். They have to do all of that. அப்புறம் for those others who are serving, who are directly the disciples, அப்படின்னா what should they do? அப்படின்னா ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியாது. They keep looking at the Guru, it is enough for them. கனகம்மா சொல்லுவா, we used to keep looking at Bhagavan, that's all we did. We never did anything else. Morning to evening, we will simply look at him, and he also sat there in front of us. At least in Parthi, no? Swami would come only for 15 minutes. Therefore, if you glued your eyes, it was a 15-minute chance only. You naturally needed to see him. You waited for 4 hours and saw him for 15 minutes, and then you went into the interview room. In Tiruvannamalai, that was not the case. Bhagavan was sitting outside forever. In the early days, Swami also was outside all the time. Namma paakarche ipdi aiduthu. Unfortunately for us, by the time we came to Swami would, if 15 minutes darshan he gave, it was a lot for people. But there was a time earlier when Swami was out all the time, 20 hours or 24 hours, he'll be outside, available to everybody. Ramana Bhagavan lived all his life, 24 hours away, he was outside with everybody. Appo, what would everybody do? Not simply look at him. It's pathadane pa. You've already seen. Why are you seeing? They will keep seeing. And when Bhagavan got up and walked to the mountain for his walk, they will still sit there and keep looking at the doorway. They will keep looking through the door. And now from there, they will see Bhagavan. Bhagavan. Apparently they will follow him, and when he comes and sits down, they will turn and keep looking at him. Enna pandradhukku irukku? Close your eyes and meditate. What for? This is open eye meditation. And now what are you focusing upon? Is it not the divinity that is walking and talking that you are focusing upon there? Your mind does not swerve even an inch away from divine when you are in front of the Guru. If you have to sit and meditate on your own, your mind will waver all the time and go away from here and there. But if you are going to be sitting in front of the Guru and looking at him, how can the mind go anywhere else but him? And he is absolute divinity itself. What more sadhana is required? The mind comes under control on its own. Mind comes under absolute control on its own. We do not need to do anything else. பெரியவள் குருகூர் நகர் நம்பிக்காள் உரியனாய் அடியேன் பெற்ற நன்மையே. பெரியவன், that big Lord, that great one, that great Mahatma, பெரியவன், குருகூர் நகர் நம்பி, that great Nammalvar, that Mahapurusha Nammalvar, நம்பிக்கு ஆள் உரியனாய், I became somebody who belongs to him. அவனுக்கு உரியனாய், I became somebody who belongs to him, and that to me, யான் அடியேன் பெற்ற நன்மையே, that is the highest good that I have ever attained. ஸ்ரேயஸ் ன்னு சொல்றது இல்லையா உபனிஷத். Upanishad speaks about something called Shreyas, the highest good, Nishreyasam அப்படின்னு வரும். The highest good, beyond this there is no other good அப்படின்னா. What is that நன்மை? What is that great good அப்படின்னா? பெரியவன் குருகூர் நகர் நம்பிக்காள் உரியனாய் அடியேல் பெற்ற நன்மையே, belonging to him is the greatest good fortune I ever attained. There was a disciple of Bhagavan called Ramanatha Brahmachari. He's a very funny, strange person. Even his physical appearance was very comical. Very short he was. And had thick glasses. Soda buddhini shalome and the madri. And would have vibhuti everywhere, all over his body, patapataya vibhuti. Very weird face structure, yeah. But very, very devoted to Bhagavan. From a young age, as a small child, he came to Ramana Bhagavan. One day, it so happened, Bhagavan looked at him and said, "Edo or conversation, you have attained the truth." Bhagavan said, "You have attained the truth." And he couldn't believe it. Really, Bhagavan? Really? I have attained it? I have attained it? Yes, you have attained it. Really, Bhagavan? Have I attained it? Bhagavan kaiyala mandela rendu kuttu kuttithu. Bhagavan gave him a rap with the knuckle on his head. Yes. Abdinta Bhagavan. Yes. Abdinta. Bhagavan would not touch anybody generally. Bhagavan would rarely touch anybody. Bhagavan wrapped him on his head with his knuckles. Adukapura he was filled with so much joy, it seems he ran to everybody and said, "Do you know what happened? Bhagavan wrapped me on the head with his knuckles. Do you know what happened? Bhagavan wrapped me on the head with his knuckles," and he went and talked about that to everybody. The fact that he attained the truth was forgotten by him. The reason why Bhagavan wrapped him on the head was because you attained the truth. Truth adu vanna kettiyadu. Bhagavan enna kuttithu, Bhagavan en thalaye kuttithu nu solli odin pondu. Avanukku all uriyanaai ennu sonna. Yeah, Bhagavan treated me as his own. Otherwise, would he take the liberty of doing this? Appo, when he did this, what does it mean? Even Enudiyavan, he is mine. Abdina Bhagavan has treated me as his own. That was even greater than attaining the truth. When we look at these lives of these great people, we understand how we should treasure and cherish this relationship that we have. If at all we are lucky to have a guru, then this is how that relationship must be treated. Abdingarada we learn from people like Madhurukavi Alvar, Ramanatha Brahmachari, Muruganar, etc. వాళ్ళకి ఎது ముఖ్యమా పోచును, இதுதான் பெரிய விஷயமா போச்சு. திரிதந்தாகிலும் தேவபிரானுடை கரிய கோல திருவுரு காண்பன் நான். திரிதந்தாகிலும், even if I am wandering around, I will see the Lord. Even if I am just wandering around, I will see the Lord. Confident, I am seeing the Lord. Not that I have to sit and meditate to see the Lord. Not that I have to follow some anushtana, some discipline, some this, that and the other to see the Lord. Even if I am merely wandering around also, I will see the Lord. That is the greatness of my Guru's grace. In the Vishwasam irke, the Shraddha, this faith, this absolute belief is something that if we are fortunate enough, we will have. And if we have it, then and there, that belief itself destroys all doubt, it destroys all sorrow, it destroys all our troubles and problems. Yosichu parunga, it is only a conviction. Suppose you are worried about something. Why are you worried about something? Nanchi parunga, why are you worried? Because you do not have the faith that God will take care of you. So the worry is not because of the problem, the worry is actually because of lack of faith. Lack of faith is what is causing us to worry, not the problem itself. And let there be any kind of problem, if I have a solution, I am not worried about the problem, isn't it? I am not worried about the problem if I have a solution. Now, tomorrow I have to pay $20,000 to somebody. Let's assume I have to pay $20,000. But I know for a fact that tomorrow I am getting $20,000 from somebody else. So $20,000 I have to pay. It will be worrying to me if I don't know that $20,000 is coming to me. But when I know for sure $20,000 is coming to me anyway, எனக்கு என்ன வந்தது போச்சு. I don't have any worry. But if I don't have the faith, I'll have to. He said he will give, but what if he doesn't give? I don't know. I'm not sure what is going to happen. How am I going to give? Pay the money out? I don't know whether this money will come. If you do not have the faith, so worry is not because $20,000 have to be given. Worry is because you do not have the faith that 20,000 will come. Yes or no? All worry in life is only because of that. Worry is only because we do not know whether Bhagavan will protect us. Worry is there for spiritual worry. This is worldly worry. Spiritual worry is there only if you do not have enough faith that your Guru Bhakti will attain the truth for you. Yeah, though I found a Guru, but I don't know whether he is a eggplant Guru or a okra Guru. What kind of a Guru is he? Either Vendaka Guru, Katrika Guru. What will he give me? Nanu Guru, Ranjanadagram. No matter who comes and becomes your Guru, nothing will be attained by you. Even if Parameshwara himself becomes your Guru, you will not attain anything. Sanat Kumara's 4 fellows were there. These Sanat Kumara 4 fellows, what did they do? Brahma created them. They were the first creation of Brahma. Brahma Manasa Putras, they are called, mentally born, mentally created sons of Brahma. Brahma was created by Bhagavan Sriman Narayana. Brahma then created these 4 fellows and said, go and you create the world. Those 4 fellows said, why? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Now I am going to meditate. We'll also meditate. They said, forget it. We are not going to go creating and all. We are going to meditate. They started meditating. We want the truth. And they meditated. Meditation is truth. Who said meditation will give truth to you? These 4 fellows, they just arose from nowhere. They didn't consult with their father also. They disobeyed the father and went and did meditation. Till they find the truth, nothing was found. Years went on, thousands of years went on, nothing happened. One day they realized, without Guru, it is no use meditating for so long. Guru alone is necessary for us. So we need a Guru. Sanskrit, the word Guru means father also. Let us straight away go to father and ask father to teach us. They went to Brahmaloka. Brahmalokamula, Brahma Bharati. Brahma and Bharati are there. Brahma, Bharati na Saraswati. Brahma is sitting on a lotus, Saraswati is sitting on a lotus, sofa, lotus na vatala. They had lotus furniture. Bamboo furniture and they had lotus furniture. Brahma was sitting on a lotus, Saraswati was sitting on a separate lotus and a lotus. Saraswati was playing on Veena. Brahma is listening to the sounds of the Veena. Veena Swara Brahma Vibhushitam. The Veena itself is producing the sound of the Veda. Sakshat Vagdevi, Vedamata, Saraswati, if she should play on the Veena, Veena Nadu Gudukam, Vedandane Gudukam. Brahma is listening and all 4 heads are swaying. He is listening to the music and the 4 fellows come walking inside. They want a Guru. Yeah. So they see this Brahma listening to Saraswati's music and they said, yeah. What is he going to teach Brahma Vidya to us? He is listening to music. Amma is playing, Appa is listening. I don't think they are qualified enough to give us the truth. They left from there. They went straight to Sri Vaikuntham. In those days, Jaya Vijayas were well behaved. They let them in. It was only later on that they stopped. Or maybe they already stopped and then learned the mistake, so they said, these 4 dangerous 4, if they come, then our position here will be threatened, we will have to go to the earth. They went inside. See, Jaya Vijaya are not to be faulted. They had a reason why they did not allow these 4 to go inside. Because when these 4 went inside, what did they see? Anga lotus furniture, inga serpent furniture. Adu ore couch da, verusa or couch. No separate seats. One long couch, 3-seater. And the 3-seater la Bhagavan is reclining straight a kalan into Sriman Narayana is reclining and Mahalakshmi Tayar is sitting there and pressing his feet. Kala pichutunraka. Nalu ulla pochukalla, these 4 went inside and they saw and they said, "Idu adavida moshama irukke." This is even worse than that. At least there they were sitting on sofas. These fellows are lying in the bed. This fellow is lying on the bed and that lady is pressing his feet. Chi. This fellow is so caught up in the bhoga, in the pleasures of this world. How will he teach us Brahma Vidya? They walked away. இந்த ரெண்டும் பார்த்தது இதுக்கு தான் உள்ள போனாப்புல வேல்யூ தெரிஞ்சிருமான்னு அவங்களுக்குலாம் இதான் வேணாம் போயான்னு நீ என்ன அனுப்பிச்சுட்ட நீ. So then only one more place to go. Only 3 places to start with. Satyaloka, Brahma, Vaikunta, Vishnu, அப்புறம் கைலாசம் தான். ஸோ நான் கைலாசத்துக்கு போச்சுக்கோ. They went to கைலாசம். அங்கே என்ன ஆச்சுன்னா அங்கே டமருநாதம் டமருநாதம் நடக்க. Shiva is dancing. Shakti is dancing. இவ இப்படி போடுறா, அவ அப்படி தூக்குறா, இவன் காலை தூக்குறா, அவ காலை இடக்கிறா. என்னடா இது கூத்தா இருக்கு, தெருக்கூத்தா இருக்கே இது. இது அங்கே தேவையில்லையே. What kind of dancing is this? அப்படின்னு அது சுற்றி ஆடுறதுகள் ரெண்டும் தாண்டவம் ஆடுறது. This fellow is dancing, that lady is dancing, this fellow is dancing, she is dancing, he is dancing. அப்படி டான்ஸ் they came together round swirl and bang. பார்த்தா என்னாச்சுன்னா they joined together. அர்த்தநாரீஸ்வரா, ஒரு half is Shiva, ஒரு half is Shakti. They are standing like that. இது பார்த்தா ரொம்ப மோசம். At least in the first place they were sitting on 2 separate seats. That itself we rejected. The second place we came, there was one couch, he was lying down and she is sitting on the couch and pressing his feet. Chi, we rejected. This is even worse, they are together. Chi. They ran away from that place. The 4 fellows wandering around, where will we get the truth? Who will give us the truth? Shiva became very compassionate and he saw and he said, these poor 4 fellows are not able to recognize the truth when it is in front of them. They expect the truth to come in a certain way. Only then they will accept it. All right, because they are so sincere, I will take the form of their choice. Initially, Bhagavan took the form of Dakshinamurti and sat under the Vatavriksha. These 4 fellows wandering around dejected came across this young sannyasi, yogi. No women around him, no dance around him, no music nearby. No Seshatalpam there, only a banyan tree, stone platform under the banyan tree, seated on the banyan tree, Rudraksha is there, Vibhuti is there. That's genuine, real McCoy. They sat down and they said, please teach us. He was sitting quietly, they asked questions. He answered them. When he answered one question, they asked a second question. He answered that. Third question, he answered that. As many questions he answered, new questions kept on arising. For one whole year, this question answer session continued. Q&A panel for 1 year. Then overall, they will come every day. They will come in the morning. They will sit there under the tree, ask questions till the night. Then they will go back home. They will come back again the next day. இப்படியா போயிட்டு வந்துட்டு 1 whole year. Shiva thought, Dakshinamurti thought, நமக்கு டான்ஸ் ஆட டைம் ஆயிடுது. ஏதோ சட்டுப்புட்டுன்னு I thought I will come here, finish off, give the truth to them and go back and start dancing. These fellows are asking so many questions. By the time I go back night, I have no energy to dance. Badushuliya kalichu puduthu namakku. Adanaala he decided, he kept quiet. The chin mudra, Vyakya mudra, he took this chin mudra and sat down in silence. Mauna Vyakya Parakatita Parabrahma Tattvam Yuvanam. Avadini he sat down in Mauna Mudra, the Vyakya Mudra, and in that silence, the 4 of them awakened to the truth. Abdin the story, Ramana Bhagavan narrated the story. And after listening to the story, somebody there said, Bhagavane, in the Madri Naga Engime Ketadiliye. Bhagavan, we have not heard the story anywhere. In none of the Shastras, Puranas have the story. Abdin they asked a question. Bhagavan Cholithu. அது என்னவோ தெரியாது, இப்படி தான் நடந்தது ஓய். Bhagavan said, this is how it happened. How I wouldn't, yes. That's how it must have happened. Who are we to say anything? என்ன பரபிரம்மன் சொல்றது, அதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம யாரும் இல்லைன்னு சொல்றதுக்கு. Yes, that is how it happened. Brahma also could have revealed the truth. Vishnu also could have revealed the truth. Parameshwara also could have revealed the truth. But these 4 were immature and therefore they could not see that faith, the conviction that here is the goal is not what did not arise in them. When they saw Dakshinamurti, that conviction came. In the end, it is not that some 3rd, 4th person came and gave the truth. Shiva is not capable, Vishnu is not capable, Brahma is not capable, therefore they went to some other, instead of Trinity, quaternity, tapoi kartandana liye. Shiva only came and gave the truth. Apo, did the dancing Shiva, was he not capable of giving the truth? Yes, provided you have the faith that he can give the truth to you. Apo, this whole story, what does it reveal to us? It does not matter who the Guru is. What matters is your conviction, your faith that this Guru will give the truth to you. That this Guru is the truth. Guru will give the truth to you. That this Guru is the truth. அதுக்கு ரொம்ப பிரேம வேணும். For that, a lot of prema is necessary. Love is necessary. Selfishness should not be there. Because selfishness ultimately it will take the form of moksha kama. Desire for moksha. I want moksha for myself. So I am only going to the Guru so that I can get moksha for myself. In fact, we do not go to the Guru. Guru finds us out of his compassion. The Guru finds us out of his compassion. He decides to reveal the truth to us in himself. Avandane truth. A Guru is revealing himself as the truth to you. You see it, if you are able to understand it, you get it. Enna truth? Idan truth enaku. Vandu porume. What is this? What are you searching for? Really, what are we searching for? Spiritually, if you say I am on a quest, spiritual quest, what is it that you are searching for? What are you looking for? Completion. You are looking for completion. You are looking for fulfillment. That is what you are searching for. You want to feel done. Kartavyam kritam. Praptavyam praptam. That which should be attained has been attained. That which should be done has been done. Nothing more left. அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு feeling of completion is what you are searching for. Where is this completion? இவர் சொல்றார், மேவினேன் அவன் பொன்னடி மெய்மையே. Madhurakavi Alvar says, மேவினேன் அவன் பொன்னடி மெய்மையே. I found the absolute and total truth. Where? His lotus feet. இதுக்கு மேல, if I want something else, if I still have something more, then who can fulfill that for you? God himself cannot fulfill it for you. Even if God himself comes and stands in front of you and you say, I want something more, என்ன பண்ண முடியும் சொல்லுங்க? Here I am. நீ இருக்கட்டும் போறோம். That's okay. I want something else. What to do? அப்படிதான் எல்லாரும் கேட்கறா இல்லையா? Bhagavan himself says that when I appeared in front of you, you were Prishni and Sutapa, and you did tapasya. I appeared in front of you and I asked you, what do you want? You said, I want a son. I want a son like you. In your ajnana, you did not know to ask for me. I don't want anything else. I want only you. Prahlada is asking. You did not know how to ask that. Instead, you said, I want this, I want that. Even if Bhagavan is coming and standing in front of you, if you want something, what will that avail? So, what is necessary? Parango, bring it all together, you will understand it. What is necessary is the firm conviction that I have already arrived. What is necessary is the firm conviction that I am already that. Then Ambina Poro. Now already I am that. It is enough if I believe that. That is difficult, very abstract concept for us. For most people, it is an abstract concept. I am already that, I do not know, it doesn't make sense. What am I already? I don't know that already. But next best, Adanala out of compassion, just as when the Sanat Kumaras were not able to understand the reality of the Trimurti, Shiva took the form of Dakshinamurti to convince them, to help them. Like that, Guru Tattva arises because you are not able to recognize your own divinity as that. Divine takes the form of an extraordinary individual who trounces you, who beats you in every way. Adan Guruvinuடைய ஒரு மகாத்மியம். என்னதுன்னா, you can, no matter what, you cannot go an inch above him in anything. Whether it is intelligence, whether it is love, whether it is compassion, whether it is cleverness, whether it is vakchaturyam, whether it is handsomeness, எதுலையும் you cannot beat the Guru. அது குரு தான். beat பண்ண முடியாது. He is an absolute superhuman compared to you. Yes or no? இது inevitable. யாருக்குமே அவ குரு, they cannot beat their guru. They cannot beat their guru. Even if they attain the truth. Even if they attain the truth, அவ குருவை பார்த்துட்டானா என்ன அழகு பத்தியா அப்படின்னு சொன்ன. They will look at their guru and say, what charm, what lavanya, look how nice. They may have disciples who will say, Guruji, you look so nice. But when that so-called Guruji looks at his guru, he will say, Abba, enna. When he listens to his guru speak, Abba, enna or beauty of speech. Natural, because no matter who you are, you cannot exceed the Guru Tattva. It is supreme. It stands in front of you with such supreme knowledge, supreme intelligence, even worldly intelligence, it will beat you. Once you know the Brahman, what Vidya is not easy to accomplish. Everything is understood. Apo, whatever talent you may have, he will stand head and shoulders above you. Why does this happen? That is the Dakshinamurti method. The only purpose, not to show off, not to present anything, only so that you may submit. So that you can submit. People used to go to Swami. And no matter what field they were, they would go to Swami and they will be humbled in each of their own fields. There's a great musician, they will encounter Swami and they will come away learning things from Swami. I thought I knew, but enna field aragottum, no matter what field they were in, they will come back learning something from him. Enna adu. Appo you will have to humble yourself. And when you humble yourself, you find that here is an extraordinary being, and that extraordinariness is demonstrated only so to instill faith and conviction in our heart that Periyavan Kurugur Nagarnam Vikal Uriyanai Adiyel Petranan Maye. Periyavan, he is the big one, he is the great one. அப்படிங்கிறது நிரூபணமாயிடும். We can only surrender to somebody who is greater than us. We can only humble ourselves or submit ourselves to somebody who is greater than us. We cannot submit to somebody who knows less than us. Somebody has to be greater, then we will say yes. In order to simply instill that faith and humility in us, this Gurumurti takes on this extraordinary form with extraordinary capacities and skills so that we submit to him. And in doing so, humility and that absolute faith, this is in every way the supreme. When you have the conviction this is the supreme, then and there you have arrived. That is it. You should know you yourself are the supreme. If you don't know you are the supreme, at least you should know Guru is the supreme. You see how it is made it easier for us. You are that. I am not able to understand how I am that. Sorry, forget it. Guru is that. Can you deal with that? Can you at least consider he is the supreme? If you can, then yes. Aduvum mudiyala appadina appo enna pandra? That also I cannot understand appadina, then where will you go? Who will you then consider supreme? Another Guru the Charamopaya Nishta anu sonna. Guru is the last resort. Charamopaya is the last resort. You should have total belief in your own divinity. Otherwise, you should believe in the Lord. Rendu illa. If you believed in the Lord, then there is no need for fear, there is no need for worry of any sort. Already jnana should be there because I have total faith in the Lord. That faith is also not there because we will say, I cannot see him. He is abstract. It is not that I can talk to him. It is not that if I call, he will immediately respond. These things are not there. How can I therefore believe? Abdini, you may ask a question. You yourself are the reality. That is too abstract for me. What can be done? One vandu Brahma, one vandu Vishnu. You reject this. Finally, what has to happen? The third one has to take the form of the Guru and come and sit in front of you. There is not three, there is only one. Do you understand? Sanat Kumaras went to Brahma, Sanat Kumaras went to Vishnu, Sanat Kumaras went to Shiva. They rejected சொல்றோம் இல்லையா? What is one rejection? Rejecting the truth that I myself the ultimate. You reject that. What to do? Okay, that is the truth, but you have rejected it. You are saying I am not capable of it. You are saying it is not for me, my cup of tea. Shari, surrender to the Lord. Surrender to the Lord. Completely, totally be in love with the Lord. Don't have anything else other than Him. Too much, I am not able to do that because Lord is not a physical, tangible entity, is abstract. I cannot see Him. You are rejecting that also. Appo what to do? Appo the same Tattvam, Atma Tattvam, Ishvara Tattvam becomes Guru Tattvam. Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vivagine Vyomavatta Vyaptadehaya Shri Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. That which is the Ishvara, that which is the Atma alone is also what is the Guru. And the reason it takes the form is only because you have rejected the other two forms. Only 3 forms are available, you have rejected 2, therefore the third has to take action. The third has to take action. One Atma, one Ishvara, third is Guru. Guru has to take action. He has to come in such a way, in such a form, and talk to you in such a language that you will then at least submit. In spite of that, if you do not, there is no hope at all for that person. At least not in this birth. இங்கே சொல்றார், திரிதந்தாகிலும் தேவபிரானுடைய கரியகோல திருவுரு காண்பன் நான் பெரியவன் குருகூர் நகர் நம்பிக்கு ஆள் உரியனாய் அடியேன் பெற்ற நன்மையே. He says, I am able to see the Lord everywhere. And the reason why I am able to see the Lord everywhere without doing any sadhana, by just wandering around, is because I believe firmly that the greatest good that I can ever accomplish is becoming His disciple. Is becoming Swami Nammalvar's disciple is the greatest good. Because that is so firm in me. Wherever I see, I only see Devabhiranudai Kariyagola Tiruvuru. Drishtim Jnanamayim Kritva Pashyet Brahmamayim Jagat. If you turn your vision into one of Jnana, the entire universe seems to you as Brahman only. If you turn your vision into one of Prema, then all this universe will be only Ishvara, only Narayana to you. Adha Thiridandahilum, even if I am wandering around Devabhiranudai Kariyagola Tiruvuru, I still am able to see the divine form of the Lord along with Mahalakshmi wherever. What do you see in around? Prakriti is there, and this Prakriti cannot stand apart from Bhagavan in whom it is residing. Perumal is there, and in Perumal's Vakshasthalam, Lakshmi, Mahalakshmi Tayar is there. The Lord is there in his heart, Mahalakshmi is there. What does it represent? He is the substratum, he is the basis, and inside that basis, Prakriti is there. Prakriti is nature. Prakriti means creation. This entire universe that you see is Prakriti. Where is that Prakriti? That Prakriti is resting in Paramatma. So all that you are seeing is only the combination of Paramatma and Prakriti. It is Shiva and Shakti. Shakti that is residing in Shiva. Adhane cholron. Idayuru Bhagan. Shiva gives half of the left side to Shakti. Angim, what does it represent? Shiva is a substratum, Shakti is residing in him. Perumal is standing and Tayar is in his chest. What does it mean? Perumal is the substratum, the Prakriti, nature is in him. Brahmanudiya Nakila Saraswati. Saraswati is resting in Brahma's tongue. Brahma is a substratum, Prakriti, nature in the form of Saraswati is resting in him. Again and again, this is the symbolism that is represented by these 3 divinities. So all that you see around you is nothing but the combination of that Paramatma and Prakriti. But that we are not able to see because our vision has not been transformed. Our vision becomes transformed when you are able to see that divinity fully manifested itself in the form of the Guru. Periyavan Kurugur Nagar Nambi. Nambika Aluriyanai Adiyan Patran Anmayana Shoulder. The fact that I could become his servant, the fact that I could become his slave, all Abdina Avanudia all Abdina Adi all Nartham. Aal means again and again aad cheydu. நிறைய இடத்துல வரும். Many of the pasurams this word aal is used. Aal means his slave, his dasa. The fact that I could become his slave is the greatest good that has happened to me. It is the greatest blessing that has come upon me. Because he is able to appreciate that wherever he sees the Lord. The day the two concepts of Guru and God come together, that day the third concept of Jiva also becomes together. Guru and God, when it comes together, the third concept of Jiva also comes together. It cannot remain separate after that. Adhavarikum Guru is seen separately, God is seen separately. Rendu merge aidanu. Whether it is God who is seen as the Guru or Guru who is seen as the God. And a Guru is not a person. Guru is not an individual. Guru is the Tattva. It is the principle. It is the Shakti. An individual is not a Guru. There is a divine energy. There is a facet of this divine energy is operating. There are many facets of this energy. Many aspects of this energy. The energy is one, but aspects are many. Maya is one aspect of it. Creation, preservation, destruction, veiling. Maya, all of these are various aspects of it. Unveiling is also an aspect. Anugraha is an aspect. That Anugraha aspect, that takes the form of the Guru. Shrishti, Sthiti, Samhara, Tirodhana, Anugraha. Abdinu Panchakrityam சொல்றோம். 5-fold activities. 5-fold activities are done by the Lord. He creates, He preserves, He destroys, He veils. He casts a veil of Maya over us and we forget the truth or we do not see the truth. And then He unveils. The 5 actions that are. The unveiling is the last action. Again, what do we call it? Shrishti, Sthiti, Samharana, Tirodhana. Veiling, and the last one is Anugraha, grace. The Anugraha Shakti of Bhagavan is what becomes Guru. 4 are operative in all lives. Creation, preservation, destruction, and veiling is operating in all lives. 5th, grace descends only in those who are meriting it, those who deserve it. Avalukku grace comes. What form does this grace take? Guru. That grace takes the form of Guru. At the moment I understand that, appreciate that, recognize that, acknowledge that, respect that, cherish that, then I am abandoned. Grace has come, but grace will not have effect if I do not know how to value that grace. It will fritter away and go away. I will throw it away. I will walk past it. Grace is lying there, but if I do not see it and I walk past it, what is the point? அதனால what is necessary is to அதுதான் இங்க கண்ணினும் சிறுத்தாம்பு what we learn is how to appreciate, how to celebrate. Appreciate கூட இல்லை, how to celebrate grace. ஆழ்வாரே சொல்ல போறார், அருள் கொண்டாடும் அப்படின்னு சொல்ல போறார். ஒரு வார்த்தை சொல்லுவார் மதுரகவி ஆழ்வார். in one of the subsequent verses is going to use a phrase அருள் கொண்டாடும் அன்பர் அப்படின்னா those who know how to celebrate grace. Grace should not be simply received, it should be celebrated. வந்ததே பெயர்பட்ட அனுகிரகம் வந்ததே, என்ன அனுகிரகம் வந்ததே, எனக்கு so much grace, so much grace, so much grace has been showered upon me. Each moment you should recognize it, celebrate it, be grateful to it, thankful. Grateful and grace are so related, aren't they? Grateful, grace, GRACEGRATEFUL. Grateful for what? Only grace. It is only grace that can make you feel grateful. And the anugraha, grace, nothing else can be called grace. This alone can be called grace. That which results in the formation of that Guru Tattva alone is grace. Rest of it is not grace. It is just prarabdha karma in action. எது grace அப்படின்னா அம்மையும் அப்பனுமாய் என்னை பூமியில் ஆக்கி அளித்து அம்மகிமாயினால் கடல் விழுந்து யான் ஆழ்ந்திடும் முன் என் மனம் மன்னி இழுத்துன் பதத்தில் இருத்தினையால் சின்மயனாம் அருணாச்சல நின் அருட்சித்திரம் என்னே. ரமண பகவான் says அருள் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு he gives a definition of arul here. He gives a explanation of grace. What does he say? அப்படின்னா becoming my mother and father, bringing me to this earth, and yet before I could fall into this great deep unfathomable ocean of Maya, you entered into my heart, you captured me, you brought me to your feet. This grace, how shall I describe? அப்ப எது கிரேஸ் பாருங்க. Grace is being rescued from living a mundane, worldly, worthless life. Adan grace. To have a direction in life. Adan grace. To know my destination is the beginning of grace. To understand that I have already arrived at my destination is the completion of grace. இன்னுமா போடணும் நமக்கு, இன்னுமா போகணும். How should our faith be? How should our experience be? I have come to my Guru. I have come to my Guru. இதுக்கு மேல what more do I need to do, because I have done what needed to be done. That is why I have come here. இதுக்கு மேல வந்து பண்ணணுமா என்ன போயா? From now on, what do I have to do? Now, having arrived at the destination, now I have got to simply pay homage and gratitude for having brought me to the destination. Destination vandache. The Guru's feet are not என்ன சொல்றது, what is the word I am looking for? Pit stop. Guru's feet is not a pit stop on the way, it is the destination. Andach, you have arrived. இதுக்கு மேல I will refuel, I will catch a bite, catch a nap, then continue to drive. இல்ல, you have arrived. அப்படின்னு if we have the conviction, then yad bhavam tad bhavati nanyat. Upanishadhe சொல்றது, Shruti itself says yad bhavam tad bhavati nanyat. What is your belief? That alone is the reality, not anything else. Even after having arrived, if you say, no, I have to go, then you have to go. That will be your reality. It will become a pit stop only for you. And it will become an endless journey, because one Guru to another Guru to another Guru. Yaar Guru? There is only one Guru. Guru is only one. And now you will keep seeing the same thing. Not yet. Point there, but endless journey. अपने सिर्फ चलते जाना है. Endless, aimless side. Mother Kavayava is teaching us how to celebrate grace. Kaninu celebration of grace, Guru's grace. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु, लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु, लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम तत्सत्. श्री साई ईश्वरार्पणमस्तु.